Bonjour to all my viewers. I'm currently being shot at in the Czech Republic, and I'm here now. As some of you may know, I'm homeless. So I thought I might as well be homeless elsewhere. So I've just slept at the forest. There was a nice creek, which was nice to wash myself. And now I'm continuing my journey to who knows where. I'm not sure. All I know is there's a red tourist trail which I left. Oh, and there it is. I left it yesterday to find somewhere to sleep. Now we're going along the red trail again. These are like some weekend house plots, but as you can see, some people just be at the house there. This is my dream setup. I think Czech people really value nature. This is just outside the city, and it's really it's in a good condition. Like you can see that Czech people value the forest and stuff. There's a big road. Scary. I don't know if it's in the city limits or it's another city. I don't know. The best thing about being homeless is you don't have to think about anything. You just pack your stuff and go and just start walking. If I'm not sure about something, I just walk some more. Okay. So all my stuff is in my backpack. I have water, I have protein powder, so if anything goes awry, I'm still alive. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? It gets dark on me and I have to sleep in the forest, maybe. Well, I just did that, so I have my sleeping bag and my hammock, so I can sleep anywhere. This is the best thing about it. You have your backpack, you have your stuff, and you go wherever. And if you want to stay somewhere, you can stay somewhere. Maybe go on the bus and go back to the city and find a hostel. So it's nice. This is the life. I think humans are meant to be explorers, so that's why we like exploring games like Red Dead Redemption or Ark, or I don't know, like survival games, because we have a deep-rooted like feeling, I don't know, like it's etched into us to just go around and explore stuff, because that's what gives you life. Exploring new things. Maybe you find a new water source or new food source or a new place to live. So that's why our brain rewards us with dopamine when we find new things, and that's why finding new things online is a scam, because you watch a video of somebody building a survival shelter and you think, that's a nice feeling, but in reality you do nothing. You just stare at the screen, and they're the ones who live life. What is this? Oh, that's like a bee house. Let's check it out. So this is the real stuff, and it is uncomfortable sometimes physically. Like, you're not that clean. Obviously you'll be cleaner if you have running water and soap at all times, but I mean, I think it's worth it, because this is at least living. It's not just watching somebody live. Like it is not an imitation. It is the real thing. And we can watch the bees. I like bees. Maybe one day I'll have some bees. We have some lovely meadows. I like Czech countryside. I think it's really similar to Hungarian, but it's more northern, but just a little bit. And in Hungary, there are a lot of agricultural lands. I think in Czechia maybe not that much because they outsourced the agriculture to Hungary and Slovakia, so they didn't have to destroy all forests. But one thing that is missing from here, let's turn around because this is a dead end. I'm used to hearing all kinds of birds. I've heard only blue tit this morning and magpie yesterday. So usually if I'm in a forest, I'm used to hearing like at least 5 different kinds of birds, and I have to listen to each of them to find out what they are. And here it's just quiet. There's nothing. It feels like it's dead. Like it's really weird for me. I don't know where are the birds, why there aren't any birds. Like just listen. Maybe because the shooting, but even without the shooting there weren't any birds. But at least we have some flowers, some nice blue flowers. This is a nice kind of nature. I like this. This is the real Czechia. I think when you travel, there's really no point in traveling to all kinds of different capitals because that's the least national place in the whole country. Like if you go to Prague, you can see Starbucks, McDonald's, you can find burgers and Irish pubs. And if you go to Berlin, you can find the same. If you go to London, you can find the same. So everything is owned by globalists, really big corporations, and everywhere you go, if you look it up who owns them, it's basically the same people. So if you're in the city center and you never leave it, you're basically in their domain. Like they own the place, they decide what it's like because they bought it, they're the owners. But if you go to nature, like to the countryside, it is not owned by one big entity. It's owned by nobody basically, because maybe once a year somebody comes and cuts the grass and that's it. So this is real. I'm not sure how to not sound like a hippie or like a liberal, which is the worst as we know. But these are just facts. This is what nature told me. If you listen, this is what he told me. I'm not sure if nature is a she or he. In my brain, there is no such thing as she or he, because in my language there are not any genders. For me, like saying her or she or they, them, it's all stupid. Just don't use it. Like it doesn't matter. Like Spanish people say la guitarra. Like shut up, it's just a guitar. It doesn't have a gender. Stupid Spanish people. Lesni cesta na kompanii. Other nice thing about going abroad is you don't understand anything. I'm not sure what that means, and I don't care. When I was a child and I couldn't read, like maybe for 3 years, I still could see the world as it is. Like, okay, you know that's a tree. You know the name of that thing is a tree. But if you don't know the name, you still see the tree as it is. You don't have to put something to it. You don't have to label it. if you don't know what kind of tree is, it is still that kind of tree. And if you don't know what that means, it's not important. So it's easier if you don't speak the local language to just think more freely without labels and boxes. And another thing I like about this country specifically, Czech Republic, is you have mappy.cz. It's like an app, it's like a Czech Google Maps, and it has all kinds of tourist trails, all kinds of like drinking fountains, and you have pictures of the drinking fountains in the forest. I'm not sure if it's called a fountain, like a creek is going through a pipe and you can drink from it. And it even has like ratings and pictures. There's a car. It even has pictures. You can see if it works, and it has comments and ratings, like it's a 4.5 out of 10. It has a specific Bruno taste. So they don't joke around, Czech people, when it comes to nature, which I like. In Hungary, people who live with nature are usually nature's dictators. Like they either are hunters or they work with agriculture. And there are actually a few people, usually like rich hippies, who take up agriculture, who think like holistically, like if I rape nature, then it's gonna rape me back. So I think in the Czech Republic people think more like that. I don't know why, maybe because it has a history of nature loving. Hungary has a history of nature raping, but it's understandable because of reasons I'm not gonna get into. Basically it was a big puddle what was left of Hungary after 1920, and you had to do something about it to make it livable. But that's another story. Now we're back in nature. It's so nice to be in nature, actually. You don't see it on the pictures, you don't hear it in the audio, but it's just really calming feeling. It has all the science, like, and all the fake science, like vibrations and stuff, and I don't know why, but it just feels good. Like it feels good to be here, and you can feel a big calmness in nature that you cannot feel anywhere else. So if you experience that, at least me, I've experienced that, and then it's missing from me. If I go to the big city, it's nice and all kinds of interesting people, but it's missing the core feeling, and then I have to find it. And when I go back to nature, I find it. It's uncomfortable physically, but it's worth it because this is how I feel whole. I realize this all sounds like hippie bullshit. I'm not saying, whoa, what is this little snake? Little snake. I'm gonna touch this. Whoa. So little. Stupid snake, it looks like a worm. So I'm not saying to be unemployed and leave your jobs. I'm saying if everybody would know this, they wouldn't be working as readily. Like more people would say, fuck it, I just go back to nature and I just chill out and still feel better, even if I'm dirty as a freak. So I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying if you go to nature, open your mind and give it some time, I think you'll feel the calmness that nature gives. and it's not there in a public park in the city, even if you're outside the city, but it's not like a crowded nature place. Don't go to a level 1 nature, you have to go to at least a level 3 nature, like real nature, not some benches and some grill spots and a toilet, but real nature. Anyways, this was just a rant. I'm not sure what is this video about, just my thoughts. Let me know, what do you think, if you tried nature. And I'm gonna go see something. I'm going to that direction, not sure what's there. Maybe I should go there, I don't know, I just figure it out. See you next time. Prosba lesa.